Hey, welcome. This is a shoe tutorial on painting your shoes. I have a black shoe that I actually want to be this color because I'm going to be beading it in some beads that are this color. I'm painting the shoe because once I add the beads, any little pieces or little nooks and crannies that you can see in between the beads, I want to reflect the same color of the bead. So I am going to paint this shoe first in a primer. I am using white acrylic leather paint by Angelus. Then I'm going to let it dry and then I'm going to go over it with this South Beach acrylic leather paint. I have not ever used Angelus paint before. I decided to try it because a lot of sneakerheads love it, so I thought it would be a really great choice. I went to the website, the Angelus Direct website, and researched the material on how to prep my shoe. And the website informed me that because my shoe is suede, this is kind of like a suede like material, so I figured it fell in the same category. I really didn't need to prep it except for clean it, which means that all I need to do is apply the white paint and let it dry. Again, I chose this paint simply because it seems like it works really well on shoes. That's what they advertise. And any questions that I had, they were super friendly, and you can email them on the website or you can email them directly and they respond within 24 hours. So I really loved it. I also got this little mixing jar from them. I'm just going to pour a little bit of the white paint in here because I don't want to dip directly into the jar. That's optional for you. It's not really a big deal, but I just wanted to do that. So the next thing that the website instructed was that you should apply the paint in thin coats rather than one heavier coat. I'm assuming it's just like polishing your nails, and I'm assuming the primer is just like polishing your nails too. If you have a lighter color, for me, I always prime my nails first and then paint the brighter color to give it a little bit more pop. So I'm assuming it's the same with the paint. So I'm going to put on a couple of strokes and then I'm going to turn this off and paint the shoe because I don't think you want to watch me paint it. And then when I add the second coat, I'll show you guys what I do. So I'm going to just try. I'm going to dip my paint. And it's kind of thick paint. They sell a paint thinner, but I didn't get it. I didn't think I need it. This was my first experience, so I just thought, let me just see how it works. It goes on pretty easily. Seems like it's fine. I'm definitely going to need more than one coat of primer. I can see that right now. And I don't know if the brush strokes are going to show on here. I saw that in order to let the paint dry, you need about 15 minutes in between each coat. So that makes it a lot easier. And then when you finally added your last coat, you want to let it dry overnight. So I'm going to finish painting this shoe and I'll come back in a little bit. This is what the shoe looks like after the first coat, and I taped the bottom of this because I don't want the little knob on the bottom to be painted. So this is what it looks like so far. It's not super cute, but that's not really what I'm going for. So just that you have an idea, this is what my shoe looked like after the first coat. I'm going to paint a second coat and we're going to see how it turns out. This is the shoe after the second coat. I'm going to do one more coat just to see. I want it a little bit whiter than what it is right now. This is the third coat and it's starting to look exactly how I want it to look. I think I'm going to go over it just one more time to get some of the nooks and crannies out, and then I'll be all set to add the South Beach color. This is the fourth and final coat. I'm very pleased with how it looks. This is how it started off. Super black. This is the completed prime look. So now I'm going to add the South Beach acrylic paint and I'm going to see how this turns out, but I have a feeling that I'm going to love it. This is the final result of the paint. I put one coat on. I love it. I'm going to leave it just like that. Again, this is the South Beach acrylic paint from Angelus that I used. And I want to show you something really cute in this jar. So the white one didn't have this, but this jar had this cute little paintbrush so that you can get little details that you missed. So if you have a wider paintbrush, I know for a fact that this color comes with the little brush. I don't know if all the colors do, but it really helps you get like those little small pieces that you need to get. So I'm gonna let this dry overnight and then I will show you what it looks like when it dries. This is the final result after the shoe has dried. I love it. I love how it turned out. So I just want to remind you that if you have a shoe that's inexpensive, that you want to change, it's super easy. With just a little bit of paint, you can get exactly what you want.